Well, that's a first down at the 40. It's dead as soon as it hits the ground when you don't hit the landing zone. Young goes to work, and with a quick pass and a tackle right away. Excellent tackle. Tampa Bay getting it from Christian Izien, who last week led the team in tackles, the free agent from Rutgers. So Bryce Young is looking for his 5th career game-winning drive. It'd be his 3rd this season if he could pull it off. He did do that against the Saints and the Giants, and all 4 of his career wins have come courtesy of a game-winning 4th quarter drive. Pass is caught by Moore, short of the first down.
Well, you mentioned that 4th quarter drive for a go-ahead score and a win. Well, he did that last week against Kansas City. They drove one in the 4th quarter. Unfortunately, they left a little bit too much time for a guy named, I don't know if you've heard of him, Mahomes.
Yeah.
And you leave time on the clock for Mahomes, and you know what you do, you lose. That's how it works.
And even sometimes if there isn't time, somehow the Chiefs. 2 minutes remaining and a lot on the line for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield, who left for a few plays after being injured, came back, has led his team with rookie running back Bucky Irving. But second-year quarterback Bryce Young has played turnover-free football and has his team within striking distance on 3rd down 3. And the lunge by Chuba Hubbard. Let's see where they spot it, because they have only 1 timeout remaining, and he got it. What an effort from Chuba Hubbard. Hadn't touched the ball a lot today, but that was a big move. Pass is caught, and near another first down is Moore, short by a yard. Sideline throw, incomplete. Moore well covered by Jamel Dean.
The right idea. He saw the rotation of the safeties, knew he had one-on-one at the top of the screen to Moore, but again, we've talked about this a couple of times where he just hasn't really given his receiver an opportunity either to catch it or to draw a pass interference on those fades. That's happened a couple of times today where he just needs to tighten that throw up a little bit.
Third and a yard. Hubbard the back. The pitch to Chuba Hubbard, and he slips one tackle and lunges for the first down. Clock continues to run.
And Izien came out of there, shot like a missile, just missed the tackle, and Hubbard gets that first.
Young's throw. Just wanted to play for the next down.
29, Izien just comes flying in there. Chuba Hubbard, the contact balance. I mean, he didn't even shake off that hit in the thighs.
He's already had his second consecutive 1,000-yard scrimmage season and has a chance at having his first career 1,000-yard rushing season. But only 11 carries today for Chuba Hubbard on second down 10. Open. Tremble, the tight end, and he's got a first down. Timeout. Carolina will use their last. Fifth catch of the game for Tommy Tremble.
He's just going to come in here. They're going to run these guys off. He's just going to come in here on an in-cutting route. Just call it an under route right here. Stop, come underneath the guys clearing out and break a tackle. but just understanding exactly where that ball is. And boy, you're lucky you didn't get a foul right there.
That was Antoine Winfield coming in on the safety blitz. 1 sack today for the Buccaneer defense. It's allowed Bryce Young to have his best yardage first half passing wise. For Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina. Just 36 seconds remain. No timeouts for Carolina. Young has time and he can run, throws for the end zone. Thielen has it. It's a touchdown, Panthers. They've got the lead with 30 seconds to go.
Man, that is a young player coming of age. Bryce Young. Look at him. Go ahead and celebrate. What a throw.
Not going for 2 here. Extra point is good, so it's a 3-point difference. Bucs will have all 3 of their timeouts, but only 30 seconds.
Well, as he climbs the pocket, we've talked about this with Bryce. Feels the pressure, climbs up in the pocket. J.J. Russell stops his coverage. He sees Bryce Young attack it. 51 right here. He quits getting depth, and there's the over by 19, Adam Thielen for the touchdown.
And Russell playing because of the injury to K.J. Britt. But remember, this began at the 40-yard line after a botched kickoff that didn't hit the landing zone and gave the Panthers the shorter field. Boy, that was as calm and convincing a drive as we've ever seen Bryce Young operate in.
I tell you what, every player talked to us about his post-game speech last week. And listen, if you don't believe in the kid, Chris, if he doesn't have something to him, you roll your eyes when he says that, because, you know, up until the last couple of weeks, he hasn't played very well as a quarterback in this league. But boy, I tell you what, has the respect of his teammates, has that chest pumped out, that swagger, and boy, what a drive to lead your team to a 3-point lead.
Now, I guess you could have considered going for 2 there if you wanted, because a field goal.
Yeah, but if you go for 2, the field goal beats you, right? Okay. Instead of a,
and you're at home.
Put a drive together, maybe kick a 55-yarder. That's not going to beat you. That's just going to tie the game. So it's a good decision by Dave Canales. Well, we said Baker Mayfield seems to play his best when games are on the line and he's under the most pressure. Here it goes. There's not a whole lot more pressure than this. 30 seconds and 3 timeouts.
Mayfield got a catch at the 45 and a first down. It's Mike Evans. They're going to use a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining. Want to get in range for Chase McLaughlin if you can't do better than that. By the way, for Bryce Young, a season high 282 passing yards. A touchdown pass to go with his touchdown run. What a game he has played. Again, error-free football for him. And Evans, 800 career receptions. He's now the 41st player in NFL history with 800 catches or more. 7 are active. They might have to go to him a little bit more if they want to pull this out.
They got plenty of time. They've got the 2 timeouts they can throw in the middle of the football field, and you put another one like that to Evans, and you're right there in field goal range.
Mayfield winds up and fires, and off the fingertips of Evans.
That's the right choice. Just keep feeding your stud. And I tell you what, Bryce Young right there talking to Andy Dalton. I mean, there was no, just totally calm. There was no rise of blood pressure in that drive. He just looked like he was in complete and total command.
19 seconds. Mayfield, he's got to get rid of it. He somehow gets away, and he's going to take it down the sideline and out of bounds with 2 timeouts and 11 seconds remaining. Limping after his ankle injury from earlier.
Boy, as he scrambles out of here, I almost thought there was a face mask. And Baker Mayfield, rush lane integrity. You get caught up, you don't get there, and look at Baker just take off with that ankle injury, getting maximum yardage here as he sticks the ball out as he crosses over and the out of bounds.
The first down, trying to get his 11th career game-winning drive, and hoping for his first this season, but only 11 seconds remain. Mayfield fires, the catch is made. Sterling Shepard hauls that in. They're going to use a timeout. They'll have 1 remaining with 4 seconds. And that means you're going to have to try the field goal. Chase McLaughlin, his career long 57. His long this year 56, and that's right about where he'll be. We'll check the exact spot. They're going to put some time back on the clock. It looks like they're discussing that because the timeout was called right away. But is that enough time? Don't ask the Bears about that.
Right.
This is risky here. 1 timeout left.
Throw it to the sideline, little quick hitch.
Every yard matters. He held on. Tough hit on Sterling Shepard, but it picks up a few more. Baker knew right where to go with it. And here comes Chase McLaughlin.
Baker just got that ball. I mean, as soon as he caught it, that ball was out of his hand. He knew exactly what he was dealing with. 6 seconds there. That took 3 off the clock to complete that pass to Sterling Shepard and called the timeout. And
so we're looking at a 51. That spot is inside the 34. This should be a 51-yard try in the neighborhood of 52. We'll check the exact, maybe a little more than that. For the tie. Chase McLaughlin, the kick, it's up, it's through, and we're tied and headed to overtime. Baker rallies the Bucs as time expires.
How about that? What do we talk about? When the game's on the line, the Bake Show is at its best. Drives them down there for a game-tying field goal. And you know what we got? We got overtime.
I mean, they had 30 seconds to move it in range for McLaughlin. But not to be lost on the game that Bryce Young has had. And what a clutch performance and touchdown toss he had a moment ago to give them that brief lead. Of course, the overtime rules will set those up for you. By the way, Tampa Bay has struggled in overtime this year. The coin toss determines. Both teams will have an opportunity to possess unless there's an initial touchdown.
Both teams will have an opportunity to possess the ball unless the first team that has possession scores a touchdown. There's a defensive score, or the first team that has possession possesses the ball for their entire 10 minutes. Fourth quarter timing rules will be in effect. Each team will have 2 timeouts. All replays will come from the replay booth upstairs. Any questions? All right. This is coin we use for today's coin toss. Heads, the other side's tails. Heads, the other side's tails. Tampa Bay, you're the visiting team. What is your choice? His choice is heads. It is heads. You won the coin toss. Tampa Bay wants to do this one.
Buccaneers this season are 0-2 in overtime games. Appreciate you tuning in a game that means a whole lot in terms of the NFC playoff picture in the NFC South, especially for the Buccaneers, with Atlanta and New Orleans losing earlier. After winning the toss, Sean Tucker with a chance on the return, and great special teams play keeps him from getting to the 20-yard line. There's a flag at the 32.
After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 31 on the kicking team. That 15-yard penalty was added on to the end of the play, first down.
The call is on Caleb Farley, and that's an added 15. Carolina suffered a similar penalty at the end of the first half. This will move the ball up to the 34, and if we have the video of that, we'll show it to you, because that's a big penalty. And
yeah, that is huge.
Came late. Meanwhile, Rashad White in the backfield after Bucky Irving, as the rookie running backs had a career day running the football. White up near the 40.
Love it. Go right back to what got you this lead, what you did in that second half, especially in the fourth quarter, just running the football, setting up your quick play action game, getting the ball out of your quarterback's hands. That really has been the difference for Tampa Bay in this second half, because they were stagnant during the course of the entirety of the first half and most of the third quarter as well.
Irving is back in the game. Mayfield with time and throws, and what a catch! Inside the 45 and down to the 40. Jalen McMillan, third-round rookie from Washington.
Well, he's just going to come over here, and now watch him at the end of this route just whip it back outside when he gets to the top. Josie Jewell is carrying him, right? Carrying the over to watch him whip right back outside. Beautiful throw by Baker Mayfield, just working away from the leverage of the linebacker who's running down the middle of the football field.
Second catch of the game for McMillan. Back to Irving, and he gets down around the 35. So not just in the NFC South, as we wrap up or are close to wrapping up Week 13, you see, with the Lions and the Eagles, Seahawks winning, Falcons losing, Minnesota rallying to win, and in the hunt there, Arizona now at 6-6. The Rams beat New Orleans, they're 6-6, and the Bucs want to get there as well. Tampa Bay trying to make the playoffs for the 5th straight year, trying to win their division for the 4th straight year. Bucky Irving, bottom of your screen, as a receiver. Mayfield is in trouble here, and he's going to be sacked. Oh, that's a big sack by the Carolina defense and Trevin Wallace. Trevin Wallace got in there, and Baker tried to weave his way out of it.
Yeah, Trevin Wallace, I mean, he's way up here, and watch him just come down there, unblocked, and just keeps on pressuring, finally gets to Baker Mayfield, gets him down, but he came from such depth that I don't think they really accounted for him in the number count on that blitz. And such a dynamic athlete, the linebacker position, the rookie from Kentucky.
3rd and 14. Mayfield dumps it off. And not a first down. That's Otten to the 37-yard line. And on 4th down, here comes McLaughlin, who made from 51 a moment ago to push it into overtime.
55-yard field goal try for Chase McLaughlin.
Again, his career long, 57. He's hit from 56 this year. The kick, sailing, and McLaughlin misses. And now a field goal by Carolina would win the game. Looked like that snap.
Little inside, little low. Tough time handling it for Gill. Watch this, inside, little low. It gets it up, and boy, I tell you what, such precision when it comes to the snap, the hold, and the kick. And even a little off, even though you get it up, it just throws the timing of that off ever so slightly, and McLaughlin just pulled it a little bit.
Boy, the Panther defense, when it looked like the Bucs were moving in, that sack of Baker Mayfield forced him into the longer field goal, and now any kind of points win it. Vita Vea chasing Bryce Young, who's going to keep and go out of bounds around midfield.
Anthony Nelson pushed him out. Gain of 5.
It's a wise decision. See, he had a receiver down there breaking deep, but don't take any chances with the football. You got a short field. Field goal wins it for you.
And if you tuned in late, Carolina's kicker Eddie Pinheiro missed 2 kicks today and made a couple. Young in some trouble here and gets rid of it in the neighborhood of Tommy Tremble, but now it's 3rd and 5.
Second down. Correction, 3rd down.
Well, true to Todd Bowles and his coaching style, bringing pressure. Last 2 plays. It's an old saying in the NFL, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. They're living by the blitz right now because they're bringing pressure.
Timeout, Panthers.
Timeout, Carolina. Their first of the overtime period. 30-second timeout.
I mentioned Pinheiro. He made from 47, but then wide left from 38. Missed from 45. And he made from 26 and 22. So 3 out of 5 for the day. How aggressive do you want to be here when all it takes is 3 to win it?
Well, obviously you're sitting at 3rd and 5 right now, and you can't give Tampa this kind of field position. So, you know, the clock comes into play as well. You've got the 2 timeouts, 5:54, but you got to convert here.
And you can still end up tied after the 5:54 runs out, if nobody scores.
Everybody on the line of scrimmage.
The blitz is on, and pressure's coming, and a high throw, and a one-handed catch from Adam Thielen.
Oh my goodness. Well, we forgive you for dropping the touchdown earlier, because all Adam Thielen needs is one hand. 3rd down and 5, critical moment, facing the blitz. Just give your receiver an opportunity to go out there and do something special. That is the kid. I mean, we've had a couple of great one-handed catches. Evan had the touchdown. That's one of the best I've seen.
The glove, Adam Thielen, already in field goal range, and they go to Chuba Hubbard. Ball's out, ripped out by the Bucs, and Diaby is on it. And Tampa Bay with their first takeaway. Anthony Nelson is the one who knocked that ball loose.
Well, Anthony Nelson just comes back on from the left-hand side of your screen and just tackles the football, rips it out. And I'll tell you what, set the edge early, rips the ball out. Diaby right there to scoop it up.
Already in field goal range, and Hubbard usually Mr. Reliable for Carolina. Then it's been confirmed, reviewed here. But Anthony Nelson called the headiest player by his head coach Todd Bowles for, not a star, not a headliner, but does whatever they need him to do.
There
and
he is.
Maybe the play of the game.
Yeah, there he is. And you see him tackle the football and just rip that thing out.
Rashad White is in. He gets the football and maybe a yard or two before he's knocked back. Next score wins. Nobody scores. It's a tie. A lot on the line for Tampa Bay. They can't afford a misstep if they want to make it back to the playoffs. Everything fell into place for them today. Mayfield behind, but what a catch by Evans across midfield, and a fresh set of downs for the Bucs.
Well, Mike Evans is playing in the slot most of the day inside and running that crossing route, and like you said, behind as Jackson is trailing, and there he is, tight formation. Here comes Jackson into the picture behind Evans, but great adjustment on that errant throw and coming down with another catch.
And Evans over 115 yards receiving. He had that one-handed touchdown grab in the first half. Bucs will use their timeout. And this is the third fumble loss by Chuba Hubbard this year, but I wouldn't say he just lost it. I mean, this is a Bucs defense, and this is a Todd Bowles takeaway. Yeah,
it certainly is. And there it is, Anthony Nelson just grabbing onto that football and ripping it out of the hands of Hubbard. And man, I tell you what, you're just sick for him because he's got two hands on it. He's trying to protect that thing, but just an excellent play by Anthony Nelson.
And then Diaby had to be on it to recover. Panthers had some players out there, but they were already in field goal range. I mean, inside the 30 of Tampa Bay.
Diaby, it looked like he thought about scooping it, and he realized, no, I better get on this ball.
So the wrap around Bucky Irving, wondering why he hasn't been in the game since he was so key for them to come back against Carolina. Has Rashad White, shakes loose. White down the sideline around the 10-yard line and out of bounds. A breakaway run for the Bucs.
Just follow those blockers, right? Follow those pullers. There it is, your guard, your tackle, little counter play, cut inside of the tackle, and then down the sideline, break a tackle. Just beautiful execution by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Little stiff arm there to get away from Fuller. Turn on the Jets down the sideline.
A 38-yard run from the 10-yard line. Baker takes the knee. The clock is running, and it looks like they're just going to bring out Chase McLaughlin and try to end this thing. An incredible game. Underdog Carolina. Error-free football until the overtime. And the Buccaneer takeaway gives the Bucs the chance to take away this win. McLaughlin. See how good this snap and hold are. It's up and through, and the Bucs pull it out in overtime in Carolina and improve their record to 6-6 atop the NFC South. Wild game. Saw that head shake from Todd Bowles